after his qualifying lap was complete.
Yeah, he ran off down onto the apron. I don't know why he would have done that. As you can see how fortunate he got with that 99 car nearly into the outside wall.
And get to where you can side draft the other car and get to the lead is key.
Trouble front straightaway as they come across the start-finish line. That's the 19 of Brandon Jones. Second here a season ago.
Down on the bottom.
And that's easy to do right there. That very bottom lane of the tri-oval is a lot less banking than one lane up. And when you hang that seam like that, that car starts to unload the back, and he just wound up in a dead spot right there and just spun out.
Look at this drone angle.
I'm so happy we have that drone. I love those drone shots, and you know, I think as you talk about that tri-oval, you know, you have to get if you're going to run that bottom lane.
We get our fourth caution of the day. Merry Christmas, Tyler Reddick. And that is Ray Black Jr., who came screaming into his pit stall. Wow.
At the end of a super speedway race, they're probably going to make it.
My.
Woo. Still, every time I go out in the draft, I learn something. Every time I go, Noah Gregson through
Noah Gregson out of line, going to bring out the caution for the 5th time today. Looked like exactly what we saw from Brandon Jones early in the race, but unfortunately, the rookie from Las Vegas makes contact with the inside wall.
Figure out how we can get back in this thing, because you can recover here.
Yeah, and there you see what we talked about earlier. He tries to come down, and the 2-car comes down, and just kind of got squeezed and had to pull the wheel to the left to try to go down, and spun out.
Yeah, just like you said, Kevin, that seam on the racetrack, then you get a car right on your door like that. That's a pretty heavy impact there.
Looking at the race car, the damage was as bad.
I didn't see that part.
As I would have anticipated based on how much there.
Well, you see him try to let off the brakes with the wheels turned to the right just a little bit, and it's just going so fast that you just can't make it work.
Yeah, it crunched it up pretty good.
Here's top side, and at that point, it's up to the bottom lane to try to slow up that top lane as best as possible. As
Big crash. Annette out of line. Into Allgaier. Cole Custer into the wall. Sixth caution of the day.
Tandem as best as possible, and
yeah,
he just gets a little to the right and
caught him in that right rear corner of the bumper, it looks like.
Now just watch 7, Allgaier. Is he living right, or is he living right?
It's a scary feeling when you start spinning in front of the field and all you're just waiting for another big impact. And he's really going to come out of this with not much damage at all.
And keep in mind,
wow,
he's one of the drivers
in opposite lanes.
I don't believe in luck, but that was bad luck for Cole Custer. There's not much he could have done there. Wrong place, wrong time. And you just see so much, I call it jabbing each other. Everyone is taking every little gap that's there, and here comes a crash.
That's Earnhardt. Got into the 86 to the 51 of Jeremy Clements. Timmy Hill in that as well.
Justin Allgaier.
And that's a product of him getting caught in the first crash, not by his own doings. And here you see the 4 wide. Oh, it's just so tight. You get a car right in your door like that, you're going to get loose.
Yeah, there's just so many cars around him, there's nowhere to correct. And the car just got out from underneath him right there. And unfortunately for the guys on the outside, he had to come up the racetrack to try to catch it.
No wiggle room.
There's no wiggle room.
It's nice to have a little wiggle room every now and again.
Yeah, and Justin Allgaier, he was wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
And I was just getting ready to say, despite the damage, he's coming back to the front. And if this doesn't happen, he may very well. Well, look at him. He was just sideways coming off the corner. They have brought the cars back around, crossed the start-finish line. 4 laps to go. And the red flag is out as we clean up debris following our 8th incident of the afternoon. Top 5, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe, and Gray Gaulding. We're back to Talladega.
And he tries to jump out to pass him, but they were still connected and made contact. Blaney actually got pretty lucky to come out of it the way he did, but unfortunately it turned Bubba sideways.
Michael McDowell is collected, and behind them, Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick. Boy, somebody. And the result?
Blew a right front tire. I hit a piece of debris or something and freaking blew the right front tire.
Gets real crazy here, just trying to slow down the cars. You can see them wiggling. That means they're on the brakes, trying not to lock up the tires. And
Nobody hit him.
I think he just wheel hopped and got the back of the car around and put him right in the box. How amazing is that?
Car in the wall, Chris Buescher, and he gets tagged by DiBenedetto. Truex is in it, and so is the 77 of rookie Justin Haley.
Buescher comes down, little bit of contact right there, and just turns the 37 around.
Boy, and Benedetto had nowhere to go, and Truex had nowhere to go.
So happy to see that 37 car stay on the ground when the 95 hit. Boy, what an impact that is. I mean, think about that. What, 3,400 pounds of metal flying.
I see a lot of.
Whoa, we got the 20 of Eric Jones going around.
Down on the apron, out of harm's way. No caution.
I just don't see it happening. That 9 car is in the driver's seat.
Oh, Stenhouse.
Stenhouse pounds the wall, but they took the white flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Bowman, Ryan Preece. Logano on the outside, and Byron's around. He crashes. Caution is out.
Heavy.
Kyle Larson, Jeffrey Earnhardt with heavy damage, and William Byron.
Oh, yeah, you can just see, it looks like the 38 goes up the racetrack, makes contact with the 24 Byron. And that sends Jeffrey Earnhardt and Kyle Larson. Look at the air get under the right rear of the 42.
Wow.
Heavy contact with that right front. Left front.
I'd say for barrier with the
Delay to go to victory lane this year. What a hard tumble for Kyle Larson.
Oh, man. And that was after a really hard hit with that front nose to the inside wall.
It just won't stop.